it's running.
Johnny Aesthetic here with another episode of the Inside Scoop here at Herc's Heartland. And today we have a very special guest, Richard Chang from Kangen Water. So Richard and I have known each other for quite some time, and he introduced me to this amazing water here. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, is it regular water, is filtered water? It's much more than that. And if you stay tuned, you'll find out so much more. So thanks, Richard, for coming, and check out this next episode.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, on the most basic, no pun intended, level, we're talking about something that has the ability to penetrate and hydrate you. That's all you really want. Some people won't really want in terms of health. Okay, they just want hydration, good water that'll hydrate you. Okay, so this is green tea. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll let you do this. Hold that.
What was it? With distilled water on a hot day, you can drink like a gallon of it and still pass out because it charges or it hydrates. I forgot what the science was behind distilled water.
No, if you drank a gallon of distilled water in one sitting, you would essentially kill yourself. You would essentially drown yourself because you're diluting the mineral content in your body, and the minerals are necessary for the electrical impulses that go to the brain and heart and all that kind of, how your body communicates is through minerals in the body.
Of course, for all the electrolytes, potassium, magnesium.
So you would essentially drown yourself. Okay, so here's the thing, and I'll let you, Enrique, this is gonna be fun. So purified water,
yes.
Okay? 3 glasses. Okay? Kangen water. I'm trying to make sure they're as even as possible. Okay, perfect. Oops. So take that tea bag, yeah.
Smells amazing.
Smells like tea, right? Premium organic tea. Now, to make tea, you need hot water, right?
Correct.
So feel the temperature of this water before you. Is it hot water?
Nope.
Okay. So take the tea, hold it here, it's easier. Dip it in here 3 times. This is bottled water, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Not much happening in cold water. Kangen water. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Now, you may have made the tea bag wet already, right?
Yes.
So that's why you're making tea. Let's go back to bottled water. 1, 2, 3. Not much happening. Kangen water. 1, 2, 3. Bottled water. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Throw it in here. So, you see the difference, right?
Yes.
What's happening here is essentially the water structure is much smaller in terms of how many molecules are clustered together than in here, okay? So what happens is, if you think of it like a chain link fence, you have a handful of rocks and you throw it at the fence, some of it will go through, some of it doesn't. But if you have a handful of sand, because it's smaller,
everything will penetrate.
Yeah. So that's what's happening here. The water is penetrating into that tea bag, getting into the tea leaves, soaking those tea leaves, pulling out that flavor, okay? That's the difference. And in terms of your body, what it's doing is when you drink that, it's absorbing into the body, into the bloodstream, into the cells, most importantly. Once it gets into the cells, what's it going to do there? It's going to bring in nutrients, it's going to bring in, whatever the good stuff that you've put into your body. And then also it's going to help flush out, because that's your ultimate transport system, is that it's going to flush out the bad things, the toxins and things like that. So your body's constantly going through this development, right? And most people don't drink enough water or the right type of water, and it kind of slows down that process and backs it up and all that kind of stuff. This is the best way to really clean out the system and to provide you with the same antioxidants and alkalinity that I showed you previously.
So the atomic weight of the alkalines or the Kangen water is?
In terms of the water itself, it's got a higher concentration of hydrogen. That hydrogen gas makes it lighter.
Right on.
Okay, that's why. That's why when you even hits the palate, when you start to drink it, you said, "Oh, this is. I can taste the lightness of this
Exactly.
water." That's the big difference. So you have less of these molecules clustered together, where the viscosity is completely different, where the meniscus of it is very different. Than,
Because that's the first thing I noticed as soon as I put it in my mouth was the viscosity. Is literally the thickness of the water was a lot lighter than regular conventional water.
yeah, and try it. Okay.
Tea, wow.
You made your own. Yeah, you made your own tea. It's
So
Oh, wow.
imagine taking supplements.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So the absorption of the things that you take. So we talk about not,
Creatine.
yeah, not about just consumption, but utilization. Right?
Of course.
The better you can utilize what you put into your system, the money that you spend on these types of supplements and things like that. We know that quite a few of them, especially the cheap kind, doesn't get absorbed into the system, and it just gets, flushed through the system, right? Through our bodies. Whereas this will actually get it into where it's needed and being utilized. So that's really the key aspect of this water, is that, the antioxidant, the pH, and then also the size, the delivery system of it. So at the end of the day, you're not going to get that with just plain old alkaline water.
Or even filtered water.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. So again, at the end of the day, we just want people to try it, to learn about it, to understand the science. I get excited about it because it is something that's simple.
So it's pretty much electrically charged water.
Yes, essentially. Okay, we are electrically charged beings.
Exactly.
We're 70% water. This is kind of what it's helping us assist us with. Okay, and that's just antioxidant. Oh, so this is the pH chart. 0 to 14, the pH. 7.0 is neutral. Anything below is acidic. Anything above is alkaline. Your cells sit just above 7. Okay, 7.4. So now, how do we get and maintain this? One way, and this is just a tool, is through what you consume in terms of drink. So when it comes to pH, based on the color, you can see even these two bottled waters, one being Dasani, the other being Aquafina, these are just two brands. One has minerals in it, one doesn't, okay, are both acidic, okay? So this is just contributing to and I find it funny when some people say, oh, you shouldn't drink alkaline water because it'll, hurt you and so like that. If you drank acid water all the time, is that not even worse, right? So at the end of the day, everything has a specific pH, okay? And these ones tend to be on the acidic side. And then you have something like Gatorade that's also very acidic. And then you have what you're drinking. You can't taste the alkalinity. It's there because of like what I mentioned before. We didn't add anything. It's purely through the electrolysis process. So all we're doing is trying to balance our internal pH, right? By just drinking water, okay? But certain things that are very acidic tends to remain acidic unless I consume much more alkaline water or alkaline pH foods or whatever, just to balance that. Because if Gatorade is at like 3.0, 4.0, and water that is in here is 9.5, you can imagine how strong that is. Each one going up is a logarithmic scale. So if we're at 7.4, let's say, and soda or Gatorade is at 3.4, you go down to 6.4, that's 10 times more acidic. 5.4, 100 times more acidic. 4.4, 1,000 times more acidic. 3. So 10,000 times more acidic than you is consumed when you consume one of these. Right? That's the impact that soda and Gatorade and sugar and carbonated drinks has on people. That's why people don't realize that. They're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to drink soda, but I'm going to drink Gatorade because it's marketed as like, oh, this is thirst quenching and good for you. It's like they replenish your electrolytes, but it's bullshit. And that's the part of the evidence there.
It's running.